I think that Kamala has been incredibly disciplined in what she wants to focus on. Trump is doing the exact opposite, where he's drifting further and further and further from what the Republicans want to talk about, namely like immigration, and instead focusing on personal attacks against Vice President Harris, against Tim Walz, kind of anybody who just comes across his newsfeed, it seems like.
Yeah, he's not just like going further and further away from policy, he's going further and further away from basic human decency and respect.
It's clear that there's this growing rift between Trump and all of the people running his campaign. He's actually at rallies saying, people keep saying, quote, don't get personal. You'll win it on the border. You'll win it with inflation.
You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy. Don't get personal.
But then he just asks the crowd what they want to hear, like it's a WWE match. And they always respond that they want to hear him bashing Kamala and making sexist and disgusting jokes about her the way that they are on Fox News, and sort of repeating QAnon conspiracy theories and like these types of things, which are red meat for the base, but do absolutely nothing for swing voters.
Last week, just in 24 hours alone, he amplified, he retweeted a vulgar joke about the vice president performing a sex act, implying that she owed her political rise to sexual favors.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Falsely accused her of staging a coup to secure the Democratic nomination, blamed her on the assassination attempt.
Because we all know the vice president's the head of Secret Service.
Right. He shared a manipulated online image of Bill Gates in an orange jumpsuit and called for Barack Obama to face a military tribunal.
You know, when someone's using the term military tribunal, that
They've lost the plot.
we've lost the plot.
I don't know if you saw this. He's selling additional digital trading cards.
Donald Trump's latest moneymaker is a new collection of $99 digital trading cards.
Let the fight begin.
And get this, anyone buying 15 digital cards gets a physical card with a tiny piece of the suit Trump wore in the debate against President Biden.
Yeah, literally so much to unpack here. Him being as unhinged as he has been, especially with the conspiracy theory, like QAnon stuff, with the personal attacks on Kamala, it is easy to just like write these things off. And it's like Trump being Trump, like we've had to put up with it for almost 10 years now. And it just kind of sort of like rolls off your back. But it's worth it to just pause and think, like, imagine if Ronald Reagan had tweeted, "Are you kidding me? You can see the wires on the moonwalk." You know what I mean? Like crazy things that it is sort of unbearable to see someone loan the stature that comes with being a president, or former president in this case, to these wild, outlandish, disproven, dangerous conspiracy theories. Really cuts deep for me in a way that is so harmful to our country. The point that I want to make is that when he came down that escalator, it was not a significant portion of America that believed in these types of conspiracy theories. He has built a pipeline with a fast track of like, how do we move as many people into the far alt-right conspiracy theory land as possible, because it helps him electorally. And someone willing to do that to this country is not someone that we should ever entrust with power ever again.
Yeah. And I mean, the best way to do that over the next 2 months is to do everything in your power to make sure Kamala Harris is elected, because he represents a large body of individuals in this country who identify with what he's saying and doing, and his, like, you know, chipping away at basic democratic values and the institution that people have fought very, very hard to protect.